Wall Street analysts making it clear Nvidia will benefit big from the surge in AI among chip makers, but smaller companies could stand to snag a piece of the $80 billion pie here. Stifel reiterating a hold rating on Nvidia Monday, upping their price target on the expectations that the company's AI investment positions it as a clear frontrunner among chip makers. Though Nvidia stands to dominate, there may be opportunities ahead for smaller rivals. One Bank of America analyst saying AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, could be on the verge of a big win. Both companies have enjoyed significant growth this year, beating the S&P 500 while riding the AI wave. Yahoo Finance's Dan Howley joins us now with a full breakdown, and he's been tracking the wave as well out there on his surfboard.
Yeah, it's been a wild wave. It's interesting. We look at this kind of hold rating on Nvidia from Stifel, up to $300 for the price target. I think the larger discussion, and Julie and I have spoken to NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang about this, is they've been investing in AI for so long, right? And this is something where, they were a gaming company, but it turns out that graphics processing units are very good at this.
Yeah.
And so they've been able to really take that and run. And, they were already dominating the gaming space with those products. They started to get into the AI space on the server side, and they've just continued to plow forward. And so many companies now are relying on them. There was a report a while back that, Meta is working on their own custom chips, but in the meantime, they're buying NVIDIA's chips. So a lot of companies will continue to purchase NVIDIA's offerings. They are clearly the leader in the space. It's all they really talk about. But yeah, AMD, they are a smaller rival to NVIDIA, much smaller. They're, in the graphics space, but not, it's not their bread and butter. It's that's the CPU space there with Intel in there. But they do have the opportunity, if they can really just kind of come around, make their offerings on the server side as far as GPUs, just kind of more in line with what NVIDIA has to offer. And so, they do have that opportunity of the price objective from B of A up to 120. But, I think these are companies where you have AMD, you have Intel. I think in one of these notes they mentioned how Broadcom is obviously a big part of this ecosystem where they will design chips for companies like Meta, like Google. But, they all do have a place. It really is incredible how NVIDIA, Julie and I have spoken about this before, they just hit at the right time for these trends. It's wild.
Yeah.
You have AI, when crypto was going gangbusters, it was a good thing and a bad thing for them. They ended up, selling out, and then their inventory was just haywire for a while. And now they're back with this trend with AI. And, this doesn't seem like it's going anywhere for quite a while.
It doesn't, but of course the question becomes, what is it worth, right, to investors? I was just looking at the AMD forward price to earnings ratio, which is somewhere between 35 and 40. It's between 65 and 70 for NVIDIA, right? So I think the question becomes from here, what does NVIDIA have to deliver to justify the huge gains that the shares have had and the premium at which the stock trades? Yeah,
and I think a lot of people looked at NVIDIA right away and they saw the growth in ChatGPT and in generative AI, and they were like, okay, well, NVIDIA's doing this. We're just going to pile in. They've been doing this. Yeah, I think one of the important things to keep in mind is that AI, I've said this before, it's not new, right? This is a type of AI that has been developed as of late. It's been around for a little bit, but AI has been in use in different ways for quite a while now. And so, it's almost like some investors woke up and they were like, oh man, AI, that sounds cool, right? And yeah, ChatGPT is a huge part of that. It made it mainstream. It gave people a view into where this goes. I think the bigger discussion is, how else can AI be implemented? And so what does that then mean for NVIDIA, for its future, and for continued growth on the stock price? I think, we'll see more of that as we see more companies kind of announce how they're integrating AI. And it's not just Microsoft, Google, Meta, Amazon, Apple, who are working on AI. It's smaller firms that need AI capabilities, and whether that's they're going to purchase that from a cloud-based platform and use Nvidia's products that way or AMD's products that way, or buy their own and set up their own AI servers, we'll continue to see that kind of play out over time. It's just not clear at this point when that'll happen. But
right.
As I said, AI, not new. This is stuff that Siri has been around for how long, regardless of whether it's good or not.
Yeah, exactly.
True. All right, Dan, thank you so much. Appreciate it.